Happy birthday, Sam Heughan, the Sam Week finale. Jimmy Dalton. Sebastian Henshaw. Tom Buckingham. And Jamie Fraser. And now, at last, for the finale, we have Sam himself. I decided to use the picture of him for, I think it was like the promotion around New Year's, Christmas, the Yule log thing, somewhere around there, of Sam holding a glass of his whiskey. I wanted to do something that was a bit more recent, and it was a show of his, it's not a character this time. I wanted to make sure it was him. Today is Sam Heughan's birthday, and I'm making this video because last year I made a birthday video for him and it did really well, and I was so happy that something I felt happy making and I enjoyed making about someone I like actually did well, and I think that it was great, and I want to also continue to bring awareness to Sam himself because he's such a fantastic human being. I want to wish him a very happy 41st birthday. I'm so grateful for him, and I love watching his content. I have the Clan Lens book, and I have watched all of the Men in Kilts series. I can't wait until they make some more. I think they said they're gonna do more, but man, I really, really love this man. I'm so grateful for him, and I'm so happy that he gets to celebrate another birthday, and I'm happy that he's doing well, and I'm so proud of him for all his achievements and accomplishments. This man is always on the go. He's always working towards his goals. He's always doing something. He's working, he's busy, spends time with his friends, he's writing a book, he's making a show, he's working on another show. He made how many movies recently? Like so many movies. He's just always going, and I admire that work ethic so much. It can be really hard to always get yourself going and pursuing different projects, but I'm happy that he's just really going for it and doing what he wants to do. I'm so proud of him. Also, his whiskey, the Sassenach, even though I can't drink, is winning awards for, I think, is it the third year in a row or second year in a row? Either way, it's continually winning awards. So I'm very proud of him. That's his own venture, and that's his own product that he made and he helped make and design the bottle, everything. I'm just over the moon with his progress. Oh, and you're going to notice here, I did end up having to turn off the camera because my program failed and had to start over from scratch a few times, and so I had to restart Photoshop actually and redraw him again, and thankfully the third time it worked out. So here, instead of making you guys watch like a half hour's worth of edits, and that's sped up because I drew this pretty much all day. I just skipped to me doing the shading and the coloring like I have for the other videos. But yes, I am very proud of this drawing because it did take me a while, and I was getting very frustrated with the proportions and the angle, and I tried to draw him in a different picture, but I couldn't get that right. But thank goodness this one turned out. It looks like Sam. I think it's probably my best I've done this week, although a little less stylized, a little bit more realistic, but still it does have some style of mine. I decided to go back to the way I did my other drawings and to do it all in black and white first, and then add some color and highlights on top and add a background. I am so excited for Sam and all the things he's been doing and all the things he's going to do, and I just hope he gets cast in way more things way more often because he is so much fun to watch. He's very interesting to watch. He's very talented at his craft, and if he's watching this, which I doubt, but you know, just in case, Sam, if you're watching this, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful that you decided to share your talent and just be open with it and really go for what you wanted to do. I admire that a lot. As someone who's also creative, although in a different way, you really have opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I want to say thank you for that. And I couldn't have asked for, a better person to play all my favorite characters lately. And I hope you get to play more, especially Hercules. I know I've mentioned that before, but he's perfect for it. Absolutely perfect. One of the things I had a little bit of trouble with was making sure that all my shading landed in the right spot, because this was a bit of a different type of picture and the color saturation was different, so it was hard for me to translate the values into black and white. I know I could have turned the photo into black and white, but I still want to keep it relative to what I was going to do with it when it was in color and what it would look like. So I just left the photo the way it is and just went about my business. I went in and put a flat base of gray, so that way it wouldn't just be starting from scratch from white. It makes it a bit easier on the eyes and the brain to fill it in so it looks like it's a solid object to shade on top of it instead of just doing it from white. It really does help me figure out what's going to be the darkest, what's the mid-tone, and what's the highlight. And I usually love rendering leather jackets, but I found this one a little bit trickier, so I just tried to start with filling in all the dark spots first, and then moving on from there to highlights since I have a mid-ground. The thing that I usually find the hardest for drawing people, or trying to make it look a little bit more realistic than usual, is the hair and getting the planes of the face to look like they're 3D without them looking odd. So I really tried to focus on, his cheekbones and his nose and his temples to help make him look like he's 3D, like his face is actually like a rounded face, not just a flat picture. And I went in and I tweaked that a lot during this picture. I want to make sure I had this just right, especially because this is his birthday video, and this is the whole reason I was leading up to Sam Week. So first we had Jimmy Dalton, which is his character from Bloodshot. I really like that character, and of course I wanted to include it. And then we had Sebastian Henshaw from The Spy Who Dumped Me. Again, another great movie. I love seeing him in a comedy. And after that, we had Tom Buckingham, his most recent character, I believe, that he played in a movie, where that's from SAS Red Notice, which is also a book series translated into a movie. He pulls off the character beautifully, of course. And finally we had James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser, Jamie Fraser himself from Outlander, my favorite character of his, and will always have a place in my heart. There's just no outdoing him. Not just character-wise, but I mean like the way he treats Claire. It's just, who doesn't want that? Really, who doesn't want that? And then to finish it all off, Sam himself, because none of these characters could have come to life in the way that they did without Sam. And Sam really just knows how to put himself into the work and bring us these characters and these stories that mean a lot to us, entertain us, bring us something to think about other than the pandemic and all these things going on in the world. It gives us a little bit of a safe haven to go into and stay entertained and stay tuned. And not just that, but being able to see him grow as an actor, to see him grow as a person, and to share himself and express himself and the things that he enjoys, to become successful at it, because he himself is the one that makes it the attractive element. He's the one that makes you want to buy it, want to get into his My Peak Challenge, and all of it. He has so many good causes, and because he is such a great person, he really is inspiring, and I want to say thank you to him and to any of you that have been watching my videos throughout Sam Week. This has been a big mountain to climb for me because I have never done daily videos, because I will draw the video, I'll draw for the picture, to edit the video I have to translate that into a different file format, convert it, then I have to edit it and put it up each day, which usually is something that I do over the course of the week for my normal videos for one day. But this, I've been doing a video a day and a drawing a day for this will be the 5th day, and it's taught me a lot. I've seen a lot of improvement in my art style alone. Each day was a little bit better than the last, and you guys got to see my growth with that. I'm very excited for what's going to come next with my YouTube channel. I want to continue to do bigger projects and bigger things, and I hope you guys are going to be coming along with me for the ride for that. I really want to think big. I want to take my art somewhere that I can be proud of and kind of follow in Sam's footsteps a little bit in the way that he just goes for it. And he's put in all the work. It's not like it just happened overnight. No, he really put in the work, and that's what I want to do. And drawing this picture, I was very happy that it was coming out the way I wanted it, but not everything always happens that way. And it goes to show that you really do need to practice and throw yourself into what you love. If you're sure that's something that you can't live without, then you need to go for it. You need to put all the time and effort you can into it, because you're gonna look back years later and regret it if you don't. Really. And that's why I'm happy to have promoted such a great guy and my art, such as Sam Heughan. I got to do so many different things. I got to draw different people almost because of the way that it was posed, or the way he made the facial expressions, and just all of it combined, it just turned into a huge, amazing project, and I have loved every single minute of it. Even if I've had my frustrations with my programs not working, or acting slow, or having other things in my life going on, I still was able to make it work, and I had the time of my life making these videos and sharing a little bit of myself that makes me happy, which is Sam Heughan. And we're in the home stretch here. I was warming up the shadows so they wouldn't be too dark and flat, and making them a little bit more reddish orange, and I was giving the background a little bit of a snazz up. I wasn't going to do the full detailed background because that would take even longer than it took me to draw him, but I wanted the focus to be solely on him, so I left it a little bit plain. I added a little bit of a gradient and stuff like that, but I also added the Fraser tartan very faintly in the background. I know he's not a Fraser, but I think it added a nice little Scottish element and an homage to his biggest character. And here it is. And this is when I decided, you know what, it's all ready. So I signed my name. And here is the finished piece, you guys. Sam Heughan, happy birthday. Sam, I hope you have a great day, and this is a great happy birthday to you. I love you very much, and thank you so much, you guys, for watching my videos. Alright, see you. Goodbye.